without further ado, I'm going to hand it straight over to our CEO, Ash Mufareh.
Thank you, Red. I hope all is well, and I hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. I am sorry I didn't catch anything you said before, so I might be off topic, but I can always take it to where you want to take it. Uh, go with the flow. So, if one thing I would like to convey today is one small update, and that is a question. In order to, if you've been following us and here and there, we have an ambition to reorganize and remake the entire ecosystem, the digital ecosystem. We say own the internet in our own words. Uh, to do that, it requires a few achievements and major pillars. I would like to ask you, what are those major pillars in order to own the internet? Number one,
have your own control of data within your own company.
okay, that's one thing. All right, doesn't sound promising that we're going to get through all of them. Okay, but number two, I said them last time.
Yeah, be in control of your own, be in control of your own payments and gateways. And the other last one is for the hosting as far as domain names is concerned. I was listening.
Partially, that's right. So one thing is you've got to have a single sign-on to have the entire arsenal of digital applications in one place. We call it ONPASSIVE ecosystem, OES, with a single sign-on. That is one thing which is happening. That's a done deal. We have multiple things. As Red also said, to have control of your own payment processor and monetizing the money and have the ability to mobilize it between, to pay in, to pay out with no restriction, etc. That's the whole thing. That requires approval by Visa, MasterCard, and central banks, and lots of regulations in it. So those are two things. And the third one is having your own data center and full control of hosting everything. But like also Red said, the data and domain registrar ability. So, and O-verification or O-verify or the KYC ability to have full control without having to rely on anything. So you have the tools, you build them organically in-house. You have the ability to control the data by hosting them and O-verify and have full control of the domain registration and build people business and identity and data rather than building your own and expanding your own. That sounds like the simplest concept I've ever seen in my life. Yet if you do it, you own the internet. And I can tell you this, we have some progress on not some progress, I'm going to take that back. We have a major breakthrough in terms of the money control to pay in and to pay out. And I'm talking about pay out in bulk by crypto and fiat money. That's going to be a game changer too. So we are on track to have everything done. Only by the end of the year, everything will be pretty much available to you, with one pending item that will roll over to 2024. The first part, we're hopeful that it will be done, which is the data center. So that's the only thing I would like to kind of like give you update on a feel where it's not an easy thing, but we are confident that things are already in hands. And before today, I wouldn't tell you, or I couldn't say that everything is a done deal this year, with the exception, the process of the hardware and the data center that will take a few months. We will carry on to 2024, but eventually we are going to own it. And that's it. So we are on track to revolutionize this concept of the internet with AI, and I believe the first part of 24, by the time we open the data center, we have lined up 3 other locations uh, to announce. Yeah, we are expanding. We have new locations. We're working on, the preparation of all that. We're not gonna disclose addresses and details until we have everything is full staffed and furnished and everything. So we have this time is not going to be one at a time. It's going to be probably a bunch in one shot. So we are beyond busy. The word busy is little. Friday was the last day of the event in Sharm el-Sheikh, and that was another major accomplishment where we have so many contacts, and it opened the doors for more things and more projects and more ideas, more connections that we wanted to do. And some of our executives are still traveling abroad to finalize a few deals here and there. So we got a lot of work in our hands, and I'm jealous and I envy you for not having to go through this. You're talking about Madeira and visiting and hugging and sniffing, and we're talking about hellfire here, but in a good way. So back to you. Anything else, Red? That's what I wanted to really give you, that incredible progress, specifically today, that we have, basically concluded everything, and everything is in hand, on track. I don't want to say the dates, but safely before the end of the year, everything will be done. We will be working on the last item from what I mentioned, and that's when we say ONPASSIVE is the new internet, and we own the internet. That's it.
Wow. Where's the wow resound, Marty? Thank you so much, Ash, for coming on to give us that update. Really appreciate it. I know you're such a busy man at the moment, especially behind the scenes. And as you were talking about the event in Sharm el-Sheikh, we went over that on earlier on before you came on, about how important it is to make collaborations, especially with such such continent as Africa. It really is the new emerging place on the planet at the moment because of the internet connectivity. More and more countries are literally coming online, and to be able to tap into the people of these countries through the collaboration of Egypt and the African conference that was held in Sharm el-Sheikh really is an amazing feat for ONPASSIVE to be there right at the beginning of this expanding market. I'm sure great things are going to come out of it in the future. And as you said, many of our
they already did. Actually, read yesterday, one of the major institutions came to our office in Dubai, to be specific, and They were impressed about a couple of products so far. They're interested in O-Tracker and OConnect. And interestingly, they had a cross-reference. So they did a session with Zoom, and they finished that, and then they did another run drive with OConnect. And they said this is more features, super simple, and they were blown away with two things that are undescribable, which is the first one, the quality, the resolution of the video, and secondly is the many features that give them how fun it is. So they really got hooked from the first test, and they already made a decision on the spot that they're also transferring to OConnect immediately.
Well, as they say, things speak 1,000, don't they? You know, when they see it themselves. And I think this is why the best part of OConnect is to invite somebody to use it, and once they use it or see it for the first time, they're going to be hooked. And as you've rightly said, it's so addictive, and that's the beauty about it, is it's not just a video conferencing platform, is it? It's much more than just speaking to somebody who's the other side of the screen. It's interaction. You can use the features to really get a feel for what you're trying to achieve within the meeting you're having, whether it's low key, fun, or whether it's more serious. You can use all of those features of OConnect to really streamline it into exactly what you're after. With all the other video conferencing platforms at the moment out there, you don't have that versatility because it's not there. With OConnect, and people see this when they use it, they can make what they want of it, and then bang in all the features of shareability, call to actions, being able to drop in file sharing, and etc. I mean, how can anybody not be blown away by it?
Yeah.
And it's not even, complete. So
well,
it will get better.
You know what, Ash? You're right. It's going to get better because we know, you see us three all the time. I thought, I'm going to have to bring someone that really makes him smile.
So now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Some alien just picked me up and threw me into this restream, and I said, okay, they need a lady on the screen.
Thank you.
And I know Marty Dress is one,
but a lady.
The lady.
Yeah.
Surprise.
The lady. Surprise.
Where's all my
buttons?
Ash.
Hi, Ash. Hey.
Hello.
Ash McRae, how are you?
I love that.
So good. I'm so glad, Red, that you survived your cruise. Hi, Marty. Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me.
How's Mom now, Red?
Yeah, how's your mom?
Yeah, she's all right. In fact, she was in floods of tears when we came off the cruise because it really did emotionally affect her, like many of them, to be honest, because of the age group. And she witnessed something pretty horrific while she was on there, which I won't go into details. But she's fine. It's completely put her off going on any other cruise ever, unfortunately.
Did she see you naked? What happened?
Yeah, well, I have to say, if she'd have seen her naked, it would have helped her walk a bit faster. That's for sure.
We have to steer it around. Yeah,
no, it
that would shock anybody, I think.
No, she unfortunately was in the medical center when the storm hit, and obviously it got swamped with injuries, and she saw some pretty nasty stuff when she was down there. But she's fine, back home, cozied up. My dad was.
Is she afraid to cruise again now?
Yeah, she won't go again now. That's it for completely no. And it was very scary for a lot of people, and I'm not using that word lightly, by the way, and I don't particularly want to expand on it, but it's in all the news outlets across the world, I think, at the moment.
Wow.
Of what happened. So the company have got a lot to answer for, that's for sure. So we'll see how it all goes. But thank you for asking, Susie. It's very kind of you. And
which cruise line? Which?
The company are called Saga. They're a UK based. They specialise in no-fly cruises, so it's all out of the UK to transatlantic destinations and around Mediterranean and Azores down the African coast, etc. But you have to be over 50 to be on it. So I just snuck in.
Okay.
But the average age of the cruise that we were on, there was close to 1,000 passengers, and the average age was 76. So that gives you a very good idea.
Saga, what's the S stands for? Seniors?
I don't know actually what it stands for. Actually, I've never looked up what the abbreviation is for Saga, but unfortunately, whatever the abbreviation was, it turned into a saga. So
you're not recommending it for anyone?
Oh no, I would actually. Funnily enough, it's at the top end of the cruise liners. It's not cheap to go on it by any means, but it is the standard is extremely high, and
wow.
the food on board.
So are you saying you got to be in on passive in order to afford it?
Yes, or have parents like mine. That helps as well.
I didn't know. I thought you're treating them. Okay.
No, they actually treated us because they couldn't go without us. So they heavily subsidized us to go, which was very kind of them, because they physically 86 and 84 couldn't go without us helping them to chaperone. But wonderful cruises, amazing accommodation, and the staff are second to none. And I took a big page out of your book, Ash, whilst I was aboard, and that was every single day I made sure that as many people as I could afford to, I left a little something for as much of the staff every single day as I could. Much to why my dad even commenting, why are you doing this every single day? And I said, because it makes me feel good.
Beautiful.
Bravo.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I love it. And I love
it does, honestly.
That.
And it's not about how much you're giving per se, because on cruises, many, especially when it's all inclusive like ours was, and it's a high price you're paying, it's including of the tips and all the gratuities and everything. They don't often get anything, so anything they get, they're really appreciative of, and you should see their faces when they get it. It's priceless, and I mean absolutely priceless.
I want to see your face too, when you give too.
Yeah, but honestly, it is such a nice.
Yeah,
it's such a nice feeling to be able to do it. To be able to do it is number one.
I'm going to find out all the information and see if I can apply to work on that cruise. Just in case you come back next time, I'll be one of the staff, one of the crew. Yeah,
a lot of Filipinos and a few Indians as well.
I have some Filipinos on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't tell you that.
You qualify.
That's it. I'll be tipping you then.
Interview over.
I had some food before. Yeah,
yeah.
It's in me.
Yeah. What was the name of the boat? Did it have a fun name?
No, well, no, it didn't. It was called Spirit of Discovery, and it's
you discovered
new boat built in 2019.
That's scary. SOS.
Oh, SOD.
Oh no, SOS.
Yeah.
Sod.
And then you had to come home and get on another boat. How did that feel?
Do you know something? I loved it because it wasn't going like this.
Oh, cool.
Oh God. I took my parents. I took my parents in 2010 on a very short cruise from Florida to the Bahamas. My mom they had cruised a lot before, but they were getting older too, and I was the chaperone, Red. So it's not, it's you have your hands full.
Yeah, most definitely. And my mum's full time in a wheelchair these days as well. So Yeah, there was some testing moments with my mum, especially when we were al fresco outside, when we were down in the Canaries, and places were too hot, too windy, too high, too shady, you know. And obviously, every time
Yeah.
she says that, you've got to get up and move. And you know, when we're off on looking around, you know, But anyway, I listen. I don't mind it. And up until we got told on our 8th day that we were heading straight back to try and get ahead of this storm. We were having a lovely vacation, that's for sure, and making some amazing memories.
Who enjoyed it the most, you or Jane?
Oh, Jane enjoyed it more than I did, actually. And due to the fact that she was dancing the night away many nights.
Wow.
There was a lot. I haven't been on a cruise liner like this before, and they certainly cater for so many people, but they also cater for a lot of single women on this, mainly because a lot of elderly women lose partners, etc., and they make it an extremely safe environment for people to go on. They actually go above and beyond to make sure that they put the single women together, and they have get-togethers every day and all sorts of things for them. And Saga have got a really good name for single passenger cruising. And
the Love Boat.
Yeah,
The Love
well, no,
Boat.
I think when you're in your 70s and 80s, I think the Love Boat's not going to be, you know. I think it's companionship more than you never know. But Jane got friendly with quite a few of these ladies and had a great time with them. And luckily, before the storm hit, it really helped them when it did hit, because they knew us, and you know, we looked after them and all the rest of it. But yeah, she had a great time up until that point.
All right.
She wasn't really dancing. She was just trying to keep her sea legs straight, going back and forth, right?
Well, if that was all she was trying to do, Chris, she looked amazing doing it.
Lucky I wasn't there. You're lucky I wasn't there.
Oof. Oh, Twinkle Toes Johnson.
Wonderful.
So what else is going on, Ash? Are you getting any rest?
So before, when I die, yes. Before you got here, we were talking about some good major breakthrough, not just
yeah, I heard it. Yeah,
normal progress with the pay in, pay out, and so I think it's worth to kind of rephrase when we said a couple of weeks ago we're going to do the payout in phases and do the crypto and then clear the past and go to the new. So that might be affected by just doing it all at once. Yeah. So it's aiming in a way that we'll be able to handle all the volume in bulk.
Wonderful. All good news.
All good news.
Well, thank you. Thanks for sharing that.
Thanks,
Anything else you're curious to know before I go back?
Just one thing, Ash.
Yeah.
Somebody's actually put in the chat, and they've said Ash looks much younger. I'm curious about that.
I think I just applied to work on Saga. Spirit of Discovery.
You got the job already. I already passed your application through, Ash. You're good to go.
No,
straight in as head of department.
He's eating a lot of hard-boiled eggs and barbecue sauce. That's why he looks like that. That's why.
Do you agree with that comment?
Dates.
That's a question. I'm sure a lot of people disagree. So it's kind of you, but I'm worried about your sight. Yeah.
Horrible right now.
Well, I thank you guys for having me on. I know you probably have to get going, Ash. It's always good to see you.
They're waiting for me.
And
So
and,
thank you.
and the guys. Yeah. We love you.
Chris,
Thanks
what
for
are you doing?
everything.
As thanks for taking the time. Really.
Yeah,
Where
thank you.
is Gorsmender? You said I saw everybody with a new
we,
uniform.
we were going to do a live together.
The Turbinators. Is that Gersh did that?
Did you see that? Did you see that?
I sent it to him.
I can't believe you.
Oh,
And he sent it to me. But what happened? He canceled on you?
No,
No.
He just made it.
Oh,
Someone
it's
made
not.
the turban, then he made everyone else, and then he sent me the Turbinators, and I had to send it. Oh, Ash is gonna love it.
It wasn't real.
I think, Chris, you should call your new RV the Turbinator.
The turban. Oh, I like that.
There you go.
Nice.
That's a good one, right?
You nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But someone might think it's the wrong.
No, in the back, Chris put Gershing.
Gershing.
Yeah. I'm Gershing around America.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God! Now we're getting silly.
Oh, Saga.
Osaka.
Oh God! Yeah, I like it. Call it the Turbinator. TT.
The Turbinator. It has got a nice catch ring to it. But see, someone might get offended, like I'm saying something bad about it. You know.
What do you care, Chris? You offend people every day.
But I do humor.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, we got to let Ash go. He's got other things going on. But I appreciate being invited, fellas. And Ash, it's always good to see you. We love you.
I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Yes, and good prayers to you and your family and the team. Okay.
Always. Thank you.
Okay.
So much.
Love you.
I love you too.